Alright, so we got a whole bunch of stuff to get into in this one right here. We'll start from yesterday, where the Nigerian Football Federation made an announcement about Felix Agu, one of the players who was selected to represent the Super Eagles at the Unity Cup. We'll get into that announcement and talk about it. And also yesterday, Felix Osimhen not in the Galatasaray squad as they got another league win. Of course, the team has already clinched the league title, but there is the Golden Boot race that Felix Osimhen is in the middle of. So we'll be taking a look at where he stands going into the final match day of the season. Then you got Samuel Chukwueze's ice-breaking assist for AC Milan. He got the assist that got everything rolling, the first goal for AC Milan in their final match of the season. Of course, they end up winners in their final match of the season. And Samuel Chukwueze, a lot of talk about him leaving AC Milan. We're going to be talking about that. And then last but definitely not least, we'll end in the EPL. Chelsea taking on Nottingham Forest, or the other way around, Nottingham Forest hosting Chelsea. Final game of the season. Now, first of all, we saw a beautiful sight before the game even started. Taiwo Awoniyi making his way out. We got a clip of that we're going to be checking out. And also, the bad news. Chelsea got the win. Nottingham Forest will not be in the Champions League next season. We'll be talking about how the match went down. Of course, Ola Aina was part of the game. We'll be talking about his performance. But first, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and when you subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified when content is dropped. Thank you very much. So yeah, we're going to start with Felix Agu, and yesterday the NFF on their social medias put out this announcement right here. It says, Felix Agu confirmed okay to play for Nigeria Super Eagles. The German FF, which I'm thinking is the Football Federation, have written to confirm that the player has never represented them at any official game at the A and junior level. Played only 2 friendly games for the under-21s in 2019. Welcome, Felix. So basically, he has none to owe anybody. He's free to represent Nigeria. And that's pretty cool right there. So I'm guessing this means he's going to be playing in the friendly matches, the Unity Cup, I mean. So I guess, let's see it. He might just be playing against Ghana in his first appearance for the Super Eagles. That's pretty cool. A little bit about Felix Agu. He is 25. He turns 26 in September of this year. He plays for Werder Bremen, Bundesliga side. He has been a regular for the team for the past 2 seasons, this season and last. And if he has not been playing, it is more likely because of injuries, which he has had a couple of them. He has played in 3 levels of German football: the 3rd tier, the 2nd tier, and the Bundesliga. So this is a guy that is pretty well traveled and has played at different levels and different styles of football. So when it comes to his position, this season he has mostly been a left back for his team. Last season he was a left midfielder, right midfielder. He's right-footed, even though he has been a left back this season. So it might just be the position that is needed from him, and which he has been playing. But this is a player that can play multiple positions. He also brings goals and assists to the table. This season he has scored 3 goals with 1 assist in 22 matches in the Bundesliga, while last season he had 3 goals in 24 matches in the Bundesliga. So definitely a quality selection, and hopefully we get to see him in the Unity Cup. And moving on, we're going to talk about Felix Osimhen and Galatasaray. Like I said, Felix Osimhen was not in the squad for Galatasaray yesterday as they got yet another league win. This time was against Göztepe away from home. Galatasaray win the match by 2-0. It took them all the way to the 70th minute to get their first goal, and boy oh boy was it a beautiful goal. Ola Aina, the midfielder, looking like Declan Rice with the free kick he took. Beautiful free kick. It was from further range, a little bit to the left. Nicely taken, and he was so calm after scoring that. It was a beautiful moment. Then Morata Morata getting the goal, the 91st minute of the match. A nice pass that put it on the plate for him. He scores. And 2-0, you look at the table right now. Galatasaray coasting. And when it comes to the Golden Boot race, Felix Agu is also coasting. 25 goals scored so far this season. The next closest person is on 21 goals. That's Christoph Piatek. He has 21 goals for Istanbul Başakşehir. And he had the opportunity to make it more than 21 today against Adana Demirspor, the bottom team in the league. But it just didn't work out like that. He didn't even add one goal to his tally. Started the game on the bench, came on the pitch at the 77-minute mark, and that was almost the same story for the player in third position. Simon Banza of Trabzonspor, he started his match against Samsunspor on the bench, came on the pitch at the 46-minute mark, beginning of the second half, did not get his name on the score sheet. He remains at 19 goals. So you take a look at the top 4 players in the Golden Boot race. Felix Agu, Christoph Piatek on 21 goals, Simon Banza 19. Yusuf and Nezri of Fenerbahce will be playing tomorrow, so he will have the opportunity to maybe overtake the players on 2-on-3 because maybe he gets his name on the score sheet. But as it looks right now, Felix Agu got a kind of insurmountable lead. I'm not going to say all the way insurmountable because any of these players are capable of a crazy day on that final day. So you'll never say never. But I'm thinking Felix Agu might play in that final day. It's the final home game of the season. You'll, at least if you're going to leave, you'll want to see the fans. So I'm thinking there's an opportunity that he might play in that final game of the season. And if he does, I'm pretty sure he'll want to leave with a bang. He'll want to have a stupid performance for his last performance in Turkey. So there's a chance that this number can swell up from 25 to even 30. I'm throwing that out there. He could score 5 goals. Why not? But next up, we're going to talk about Samuel Chukwueze, AC Milan winger. Samuel Chukwueze got an assist for AC Milan in their final Serie A matchup of the season. Back-to-back assists for Samuel Chukwueze. Got one against Bologna in the last Serie A match he played before this one. Then gets the one against Monza. How he got the assist was from a corner kick. Puts it in the box. His teammate gets his head on it. And that was 1-0 in the match. Actually, the goal that broke the deadlock. And Samuel Chukwueze, when you look at his season, he has had 3 goals, 2 assists in 26 matches in the league. And that comes with only 9 starts in the league. Then in the UEFA Champions League, 7 matches, only 1 assist. And that came with only 1 start out of those 7 matches in the UEFA Champions League. Italia Cup, the Coppa Italia, 3 matches with 2 assists. 2 goals, in 3 matches in the Coppa Italia. And that came with only 1 start in those 3 matches. So it's not like he was playing 90 minutes back to back and came up with these stats right here. It was more of a limited type season. You had coaches being fired, so the consistency all around was just not there for Samuel Chukwueze. Now, for me, I feel like a move would not be the worst idea in this situation right here. You just gotta try to find your own special type situation, like Moise Kean with Fiorentina, like Anthony with Real Betis. You just gotta find your situation, a place that really needs you, and a place that's gonna support you all through, a place that believes in you, a place with a coach that's gonna put his arm around you and be like, hey, you my guy. And I feel like if Samuel Chukwueze can find that type of situation, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy up in here because he still got a lot that people have not even seen yet. This is a real quality player, and if he can get that type of situation, the Anthony type situation, the even Rashford type situation, it's gonna be crazy. So I feel like he should really consider a move, and not just any move. He gotta really study this situation and find the best package for himself. And it doesn't have to be a full move, it doesn't have to be a loan, but you just got to find the right situation. And when you do that, I think it's going to be all up from there. Now, moving on, and we're going to talk about Taiwo Awoniyi, Ola Aina, and Nottingham Forest. First with Taiwo Awoniyi, of course, like I said earlier, he made a return to the Nottingham Forest ground today, right before the game, coming out to wave at the fans and things like that. And we're going to check out the video real quick. Yeah, definitely a beautiful moment right there. Taiwo Awoniyi, of course, made his return after a really scary situation. He had to be put in an induced coma, had to go through surgery, and from the reports we saw, it could have been a life-threatening situation. So this is definitely a blessing right here. And make no mistake, this was definitely his decision to come out for this game right here, knowing what it means to his team, just at least trying to give him that extra boost in this situation. And that's just what Taiwo Awoniyi is, just a great guy all around. And we thank God that he's still here. Now, when that was done and dusted, of course, everything had to come down to business. Nottingham Forest and Chelsea going toe-to-toe. The winner basically gets a UEFA Champions League slot. The loser does not get a UEFA Champions League slot. Ola Aina started in this game. Of course, he returned from injury a couple matches ago. Got the start in this game right here. But at the end of the day, his team was on the losing end of things. The game ends 1-0 in favor of Chelsea. They scored in the 50th minute of the match. Tough goal from a corner kick. Really avoidable goal, but at the end of the day, Chelsea found a way to get the job done. And Nottingham Forest had to settle with a spot in the Conference League. Imagine that. You're playing for a spot in the Champions League. You lose, and you got to settle with Conference League. Not even Europa League, the Conference League. That's crazy right there. But that's what happened to Nottingham Forest on the day. Ola Aina wasn't the worst games, but definitely was not the best, especially when it comes to passing. I felt like his passing was horrible at times in the game. There was a time that they give him a nice ball, he makes a great run, and now all you have to do is make a cross, and he just played it to God knows where. I don't know where he played that ball to, but for me, I personally would have kept him in the game till the end of the game. I mean, this is a guy that helped you get to this level right here, so I would have went out swinging in that department. But at the same time, you got to think about the fact that you just went through a player having a life-threatening situation. This is a player that just came back from injury. You don't want to leave a player out there too long and have anybody talking about anything medical when it comes to Nottingham Forest. So I can understand not taking a risk with a player that just returned not too long ago. On the other part, Taiwo Awoniyi did not play, of course, but I felt like this was a game that they needed him in. Chris Woods, good striker, good goal scorer, but they needed something extra in this game. They needed some pace up there. They needed some hustle up there. And they didn't have it with Chris Woods. He had a couple of opportunities that fell to him. Did not take them nicely. I'm not saying Taiwo Awoniyi would have gotten any of those opportunities in the back of the net. But what I am saying is that he would have given them a better focal point up there. He would have caused more trouble to the defense up there. And yeah, it's just I felt like this was a game they really needed him in. And he's injured. Nothing he could do about it. Nothing they could do about it. But you just watch the game and you're like, yeah, he would have definitely been a factor in this game right here. And it would have I don't think it was easy for Chelsea, but I think it would have been way harder for him if Taiwo Awoniyi could have played in the game. But let me know your thoughts on these topics we've talked about. Put them in the comment section. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.